So therefore, in today's teaching, I want to explore the reason and the purpose why the true religion was established by God for mankind. I want to explore it. Why the true religion was what? Established by God for mankind. Jesus said, He is the way. He is the way, the truth, and the life. As seen in the book of John chapter 14 verse 6. Jesus said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father, but by me. That's what we want to teach us. That Jesus, the reason God sent that from above to come, is to do what? To show us the way. To show us the way. And that is why He is what? The true religion. He came to show us the way to live, the pattern to live here on earth. So He come here to practice godliness. God sent the angel with a word that is divine. And that divine came and become flesh. He became man. That is godliness. And He came, He lived, and He showed us the way that me and you should follow and follow suit. We will get it right by the grace of God. In part 3, we will enter into telling us and showing us that lifestyle which He came to this world to demonstrate. That should be on part 3. So in this part 2, in part 4, in this part 3, we are still trying to establish the true fact. So, how is He going to show us the way? As you can see. So on that, Hebrews chapter 7, verse 17 to 19 said, For He testified, Thou art priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. For He testified, Thou art a priest forever after the order of what? Melchizedek. Who testified? God. That thou art priest. Who is that priest? Jesus. After the order of what? Melchizedek. There was a Melchizedek, a priest of no background. Nobody knows him. He just came. He came performing his priesthood. Nobody knows him. So people could not understand. And that's what we are telling you. Divine mandate and godliness. All those ones are divinely. And people could not comprehend it. Now God now understand that people do not understand all the things He was doing. Now He choose now to come in person, as a human, to live among us and interact with us, so that we can be able to understand Him too well. But in the absence of all these things, still mankind did not even understand God, even up till now. And that is why God now talked to me and said that people, nobody want to know His will and His mind. Everybody prefer to do what they want for themselves and what God will do for them. But God's mind is that we should know His will and His mind, so that we live by it. When we live by it, all things will become well. There will be peace, there will be harmony. It's because we don't know. That's why there is calamity and problem everywhere. So we are now trying to go through us. Want to rekindle our mind and bring us back to the original, the fundamentals. The fundamentals. The fundamental is that Jesus came from above to show us the way. And that the way which He's showing us is the true religion. The true religion is not about the denomination. True religion is a life of Christ. And that life of Christ, that is even when Christianity came up. Why did they call Christian? He said they saw them. They live like Christ. And that's why they call them Christian. They live what? Like Christ. So God expects us to live like Him and be like Him. Be like Him. Have compassion. Have love. Have the good devotion to God Almighty. That's why he came. But still, we are here. We abandon it. We are now fighting over religion. Over religion and living the true religion. So we are trying to establish it once again, or remind it to us, for us to come back to the true knowledge of God. It is for there is verily a disannul of the commandment going before, for the weakness and unprofitableness thereof. There was a commandment that in existence before Jesus Christ came. And he came, the Bible recorded here, disannul. But he didn't disannul. Jesus said he did not come to abolish the law, but he came to fulfill the law. He came to fulfill the law. By the grace of God, next week, I think that's the area we will go. He came to fulfill the law. He came to fulfill the law. So, that is it. There was a commandment that was going on, and the commandment was weak and unprofitable. The commandment does not give God what he desire. He's not giving God what he desire. He now came down in the person of Jesus to do what? To fulfill the law. To fulfill the law. To fulfill the law. And that's what we are emphasizing. And that is the true religion. 19 he said, for the law made nothing perfect, but the bringing in of a better hope did. Because for the law did not make anything perfect, but the bringing of the better hope did. What is the bringing of the better hope? The bringing of the better hope is what? The coming of Jesus. That is the bringing of the better hope. That's the bringing of the better hope. Okay? That's the bringing of the better hope. By the which we draw near unto God. Did you see it? The law did not give God his desire. He now sent his son. He came down in a form of man. And for that, his bringing is a better hope. By the which we draw near unto God. So Christ brings us close to God. What the law could not do, what the law could not achieve completely for perfectness, the law could not perfect it. But bringing him perfected it. Perfected it. But still, we are not getting it right. Because most of us did not understand it. And most of us is not following it. But God is saying that this is the true word, religion. This is the true practice that we should follow. This is his will and this is his mind. That but the bringing in of a better hope did. Because for the law made nothing perfect. The law made nothing perfect. But bringing in of a better hope did. By the which we draw near unto what? God. Do you see it? So, it is talking about Jesus being the high priest after the order of what? Melchizedek. The question now is, what is the definition of high priest? What is the definition of high priest? So that we know. Because what we are doing is teaching, we are not preaching. The high priest is a chief religion official of the Jews, of Judaism. High priest is what? A chief religion official of Judaism. So that's what he came to do. He became a high priest of order of Melchizedek. Melchizedek came and talking to people. People didn't understand him. But Jesus now come. They know his background. He knows he's the son of a carpenter. Some call him son of a carpenter. Some call him son of Mary. Some say, is he not his brother? Is with us here. Who is he? But instead for them to now believe in him, people are complaining, neglecting him because they know his source. But that's what God wanted. For you to know his source. Know that he's one among you. Just like I used to introduce myself. One among you. I am one among you. speaking, and one among you. And that's what God intended to do. Melchizedek comes speaking, they don't understand it, they don't know him, he has no background. He now came, Jesus has a background. Still, mankind is still have issues about him. They neglect him. They neglect him. The Bible says he come to his own, and his own did not recognize him. His own did not recognize him. So that's why he came, to officiate, to teach us the way which he have told us already, to be a high priest, to be the Passover lamb, to officiating, teaching us and guide us and leading us the way. And that's what he did. For 3 years, he lived 33 years on earth. 30 years he was, and that 3 years he used to propagate the gospel.